Hello and welcome to your MyFitnessPal tutorial. This is your homepage, and if we take a quick scroll through, this is just a lot of information either of what your community is saying or things that MyFitnessPal is loading up. So let's have a look through the little tabs at the bottom. We're going to have a look at more first of all, and if you scroll down to the goals tab, ignore everything else at the top, and we're going to look at calories, carbs, protein and fats. So if you enter your information, MyProtein will assign you a calorie goal. Instead, I want you to input the calorie goal I've assigned you and then focus on the protein tab. You're going to mess about with the percentage a little bit until you get a roughly, or as accurate as possible, number entered that is in line with the protein goal that I've assigned you. Don't worry too much about what your fats and carbohydrates are. So let's go to the devices and make sure your activity tracker, your Fitbit, whatever it is you use is not connected to your MyFitnessPal, as that'll add on unnecessary calories that we don't want. Now let's add me as a friend. Go to friends and you can add my username, which is Denny94. Don't laugh. And now let's go to privacy and do sharing in privacy and allow me to see your diary. Okay, so set it to friends only. And that means I'll be able to see your food diary and see what you are eating. From here, let's have a look at your food diary. So we're going to input some food. Let's go to another day. You can scroll through the day, plan ahead for your week. But first of all, we're going to have my breakfast. So I can swipe along and just add in whatever I had the day before. A lot of the time, we eat a lot of the same breakfast. This is really handy. I'm going to delete everything first of all. And just show you how to look at the properties of a food. So you just click on that food and you can scroll down, you can see all the macronutrients that are in that food and gives you an idea of what is in it. So we're going to manually input a breakfast. So I'm going to have a bagel. So I just type in that food. It will come up because it's something that I've already input before and it saves time for just adding foods that you regularly have. So let's add in a wee egg. I can change the portion sizes and things like that. And if I scroll down, I see the frequently paired foods. Again, this is just something that's great for saving time. And from here, I'm going to also add in some spinach. And that is my breakfast. So you can see up the top right, the calorie content is 317. If I scroll down, I can click on nutrition and see the calorie and nutritional breakdown of that breakfast. So you see my protein, carbs, fat, sugar, fibre, all the micronutrients, these kind of things. It gives you a bit more in depth. You can also add in how much water I'm drinking as I go throughout the day to make sure I'm staying hydrated. And if you scroll up and down, you can see the exercise tab. We are not wanting to pay any attention to this. Please do not input your exercise as it'll add on unnecessary calories. So now that I've input my breakfast, let's have a look at the other ways you can input food. So scan a meal just allows you to identify foods and scan them straight in. The barcode scanner allows you to scan food straight from packets. So you just put it in line with your camera or enter the barcode. Again, it's really simple just for adding foods in. Or if you know the calorie content of a meal and you just really want to quickly fire in the calories, then the quick add is also good for this and saves you having to add all the foods in individually. If we go to this part here, you can add in meals, you can create recipes. Again, this is just another great time saver for foods that you frequently have, or if you just want to know the calorie content if you're cooking from scratch, for example. So again, you can go to create a meal and then you can add in the foods that make up that meal. So for me, I'm just going to put in something simple for now, like a tuna baked potato, and I'm going to input all the ingredients that I would normally have in this meal. So you'll see that I'm putting in tuna, I just add that one in. So you'll see that this is now added and it's part of the meal that I'll be having. So again, you can see all the calories, the protein, all the components of this food. So that is the tuna baked potato part entered. Now I'm going to add in whatever else I have. So baked potato will be quite helpful. So again, I just add that one in and that just scans straight in. Again, that's a food that I've had before, so it comes up really quickly. Next, I'm going to add in something else. So just add in different parts that I would normally have as part of this meal. This is quite a staple for me. And I know that I normally have the same kind of portions. Here I can adjust how much cheese I'm going to have in. So again, you just kind of go through the percentages or the fractions of that quantity. So it's giving me 100 grams, but I can scroll down, I can put it in as 1 gram or a container. It gives us some suggestions and then you just adjust the fraction to suit you for the quantity that you're using. Again, we just try to be as accurate as we can. We're never going to be bang on with these things, but it's just about being sensible. So I've now input all the parts of that meal. You can see that or you can take a picture of the meal if you want to be really fancy and extra. You can see the calorie breakdown, the carbs, the fat, the protein in this meal. You can also go down and see all the micronutrients that are in it, which are also important. And it just gives you an idea of what is in your food. Okay, and again, if this is a common meal, it's great to save these things and just saves you time down the line, because we're all about convenience. So if you scroll along, you can have a look here and you'll see all those different options at the top, okay, and different ways to input your food. So just got to do what is best for you, whatever saves you time, and whatever, once you get used to using this app, it does become a lot quicker. It can feel a bit footery at first, but honestly, persevere because it does help. If you scroll down at the bottom, you can see that you can make little notes, and it can be quite a handy little thing to have. Then once you've completed your diary, hit complete diary and ignore this